My name is Mark Rose. I head up new business development for Nedbank Business Banking. I suppose my job is about looking at the sector that we focus on in business banking, which is quite broad in terms of its target market. And I carve up that market, look at industries within the sector, and look at ways that we could develop propositions or packages to meet the needs of that sector. The national franchise unit, which is based in Johannesburg, we've got 2 national franchise managers. Their jobs are really to establish relationships with the franchise brands that are out there. And by establishing those brands, the intention is to actually develop customized banking propositions that are tailor-made to that brand. But on the ground within our regions, we've got dedicated franchise teams. So these franchise teams would be in place to service the needs of the franchisees on the ground. Those teams are based in every geography within South Africa. And the whole idea is to actually provide them with the expertise and the skill and experience that we've got in helping to service their needs. It always comes across as a bit of a cliche in terms of what differentiation we aim to strive for in this market, but it does center around 3 specific aspects in my view. The first one is around the relationships. So how we develop the relationships with the franchisors is absolutely critical to us because we have to work with them and we've constantly got to engage with them to evolve our proposition. It's also important that from their perspective that they have the confidence to refer franchisees to us. And the second component is the degree of expertise that we offer. So we've got some really strong intelligence around the sectors within franchising. So for example, the retail sector versus the fast food sector or versus the fuel sector, they each come with their own challenges and their own pain points. And our job is to understand those issues much better and then try and connect solutions and services that we think would be applicable to their respective franchisees. And then the third one, I think, is just general service. So the service levels of what we try and strive for is to make sure that people have got access to our team of experts that deal with franchising on a day-to-day basis, but also in terms of making sure that their applications or whatever they apply for is done quick and delivered in a very fast turnaround. And then to constantly back that up with lots of engagement and lots of interaction to make sure that we're completely abreast with their needs as they change. There's many challenges that are out there, I think that the franchisees do experience. I'll probably touch on the one that does stand out for us, and that's ongoing cash flow management. So I think where franchisees are constrained with working capital at times, it's important for the bank to be receptive to that. So I think the first issue is that we've got to be accessible, but 2, we've got to react quickly. I mean, it's not a case of reacting within days. In these instances, we need to react in hours. So I think the biggest issue for us is to be on top of the franchisee in respect of working capital and cash flow constraints management. I think the typical trends that we expect to see into 2017, I think, is strong acquisition activity still, especially in the food sector. So we are seeing some of the strong food brands that are out there target some of these new emerging concepts that are coming through. We do see within that an opportunity in the coffee market, where we're seeing lots of signs of opportunity and growth coming through there. 2 other sectors that do stand out for us is education. So for the sheer demand of education that's out there, I think there's an opportunity to come up with creative solutions or alternatives that sit outside of the traditional educational system. And the third one is entertainment. I think the entertainment and the drive and demand for entertainment presents a whole lot of opportunities for some emerging franchise concepts. We pride on ourselves to try and stay abreast of these trends, and I think the expectations from us as a bank is to constantly evolve our proposition. We do see the emergence of lots of technology and digital solutions coming into play. We do see the opportunity to partner with external vendors that are much more better at developing and providing this type of technology. But I think where it has a natural fit to our proposition and it can complement our overall proposition to the market, we certainly want to work with those companies to bring much more technology, much more digital solutions to the sector.